This is your daily briefing and you're most welcome to it. I think it was Jack Pitt-Brook that was the fastest fingers first yesterday, telling us the news that Antonio Conte was going to be staying. Clearly, word had gone out to all the girls and boys that attend the presses at HOTSPUR away, and they followed a ripple shortly after from just about everybody. Matt, Law, Gold, a lot of them. Paratici and Conte were in Turin yesterday, apparently. I would be surprised if Levy hadn't had a brief chat with Conte before he got on the plane. If he hasn't, he's a very silly boy. Alistair Gold has reiterated that Tottenham will listen to offers for Harry Winks, Steven Bergwijn, Tanguy Ndombele, Giovanni Lo Celso and Sergio Reguilon. And there's a possibility of moves or loans out for Joe Roden and Brian Gill. Conte is, and Gold goes on, Conte is looking for at least 6 new arrivals at Spurs and for the club to bring in some more experienced names to improve the team's mentality in the big moments. And that looks like a job for Ivan Perisic as things stand at the moment. Fabrizio Romano, there's a fair whack here because he's put out a video. Tottenham are closing in on Ivan, working in progress since Monday. Perisic now ready to accept a 2-year deal. Croatian winger is really just one step away from Spurs, waiting for his communication to Inter. And he says here, which I totally believe, typical from Antonio Conte not to completely commit. Other clubs he's played the same game, and he's right to. Well, I think anybody who knows their worth would behave in the same manner. Confidence around the club, optimistic Conte will be here. Conte really tempted to continue, waiting for final meeting to have targets clear. I would like to think that's already been done. He can't moan about Spurs not having got everybody, all the ducks lined up in a row ahead of the friendly tour in South Korea if he's prancing around in Turin and that isn't done. Working for and with Conte already in the transfer market, that's about Paratici. Inter had a meeting with Ivan Perisic on Monday, suggested salary of $5 million a year. Inter waiting for an answer. Tottenham and Conte really interested. We'll go for a centre-back, no mentions of any name. 100% go for a striker, exploring different options in different countries. We've heard this before, be fascinated to see it when it happens. Fraser Forster is a done deal. Golini is a done deal back to Atlanta. Romeo's buyout clause of $40 million will be activated shortly. Kulusevski not being bought this summer will happen next summer, depends on Champions League configuration, hitting 20 appearances of 45 minutes or more, and it will be an obligation to buy next summer. Intention is Harry Kane to be offered a new contract, and that's a distinct possibility. Fabio then says, this is from his social media, it has never been in doubt. Spurs sources confident for days it's now decided Conte will remain at Tottenham Hotspur. I just have to say on all this, forgive me if you're not whooping and fist pumping, but for one's coach to quit after qualifying for the Champions League would have just been straightforwardly humiliating. But that hasn't prevented the Athletic running with Conte staying at Tottenham completes possibly the most significant week in their recent history. Yeah, okay, here's my money. I want to read all about that because I've just fallen out of a spaceship. Matteo Moretto says here that Tottenham have offered Perisic what he wants, 2 years for $6 million. That's a million up on what Fabrizio Romano had in mind. And he continues, Perisic has a foot and a half in London. Tottenham hope to close it soon. And Guaro Paz says Spurs are pushing for Bastoni, and in recent days the defender has received a call from Conte. again, I think the conversation between Levy and Conte is done. I don't see, as I say, him fanning around in Turin having cups of coffee with Paratici as being anything if the conversation hasn't already been boxed off with the guy in London. Villarreal are closing in on Giovanni Lo Celso's transfer. The deal will close at between 15 and 18 million plus bonuses. And somebody else somewhere else, I've lost it, but it's in my head, so we're good, said that Tottenham wanted 24 million. So maybe the 24 for Giovanni Lo Celso includes those bonuses, but 15 to 18 million euros seems to me like a good deal. Keep the ball moving. BBC have joined in. Fraser Forster, England and Southampton goalie, set to join Tottenham on free transfer. Italian journalist Giovanni Albanese, he's at TV dello Sport and Gazzetta Italia. Among the ideas of Conte, which remains at Tottenham, is Perisic, the Croatian, yet to give a final answer. Renewal proposal, carefully follow the evolution of the situation. Paratici could also bid for McKennie. Stay tuned, he tells us. And one for the under-12 Senegal squad for upcoming AFCON qualifiers. Pape Matar Sarr has been called up. Couple of photos here to leave you with. Jimmy Fallon on the Tonight Show. We know he met and interviewed Harry Kane. They went to Paddy Riley's music bar, and Fallon said, "Momentous occasion. I bought Harry Kane his very first pint of Guinness." That's surreal. And then we've got Peter Crouch has also been out on the town with the celebs, and he got to meet Coronation Street's Gail Tilsley. That's it for now. Good luck. Keep it Tottenham.